this is just us reacting to the comments that this picture had. I like to rant, I like to talk, I like to be mad. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. My name is Kat. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist and online nutrition coach, and today we are doing something a little bit different. We are talking about Gymshark. Gymshark is a brand that sells fitness apparel for men and women, including workout vests, t-shirts, hoodies, and leggings. And they did something on their Instagram a few days ago, and it kind of blew up. It was brought to my awareness from one of my friends, Stan Dutton. Now, he has an awesome podcast. He has some amazing guests on there. We'll have linked down below, but he brought it to my attention that all of this stuff was going on with Gymshark and the picture that they decided to post on Instagram and some of the backlash that they received. So we just kind of wanted to sit down and just talk about it as if we were sitting having coffee and just catching up on things, talking about random things. I did not do any deep diving in this video or anything. I have just taken screenshots from Instagram, and I wanted to talk about some of the things that happened and some of the things that people were saying with this whole kind of like controversy. I don't know if you could call it that, but let's go ahead and just jump in. So I haven't actually tried any of Gymshark's products. I didn't even follow them on Instagram. I am now following them. I heard about them before, but when it comes to fitness companies and brands, I tend to just kind of sit back and not really seek them out so much, just because of what I have talked about in past videos and just kind of the energy around dieting and the fitness industry and health and nutrition and all of those things. I just kind of try to stay in my own kind of space. So I wasn't really aware of Gymshark as far as what they offered or any of their products or their branding and what they stood for, but I am now following them. So it all started out with this picture. Her name is Nellie London. On one side, she has her leggings pulled up where you can't really see her stomach. And then on the other side, she has her leggings rolled down where you can see more of her whole stomach. And that stomach is also, it's currently with the leggings, and so the leggings, the top of it looks like it is a little bit compressed, and so when you pull it down lower, that's gonna also compress your body. And so there was nothing wrong that I saw with the picture. So on this picture, the caption is actually from the model in the picture, and she wrote, "Because we are all both soft whilst also being incredibly strong. One side is not weaker, less valid, or less worthy. Both exist together perfectly." And I think those words were put together perfectly. I love that so much. And I love the way she wrote that, because you can be softer. You can have a softer body and still be very strong. You can still have health. You can still do healthy practices. You can be at a place for you that really helps support your whole health, that physical, mental, social, and emotional well-being. I just really enjoyed this post as a whole, talking about the whole idea surrounding it. Now, this is not what we are talking about in this video. What we are talking about are the responses. If you look at the picture now, it has received a lot of love. There are a lot of people really happy about Gymshark doing this and taking more of that approach where we really see health as not just this aesthetic, but what is health? What does it mean? I saw this originally like 2 days ago from recording this video. When I had seen it, there were already a lot of praises, a lot of positive comments. Now, I did scroll down and see some of the problematic comments. This is actually one of the reasons why I don't spend a whole lot of time on Instagram. I am trying so hard to show up more on Instagram, and I feel like I go through this kind of up and down where I'm posting on my wall or feed and then I'm doing my stories and everything, and it's all good and great, and then I'll just kind of fall off and disappear ultimately. It's not helping my growth. It's not doing anything productive, but it's how I approach Instagram because of so much negativity, so much toxicity around people's health. Ultimately, there's this idea that in order to be fit or in order to be healthy, you have to look a specific way. And unfortunately, when people take a lot of those kind of fitspiration pictures, the ones that have those like really intense abs, who are super muscular, who have very low body fat percentage, those are the ones that get more likes. Those are the ones that get more engagement overall. Yes, you have more of body positivity showing up, but overall, it's mostly the other side. I really just wanted to talk about it with somebody who would want to hear me talk about it. This is just us reacting to the comments that this picture had. I like to rant, I like to talk, I like to be mad. What I thought was super funny and what made my heart so happy was Gymshark's response to all of the negativity. The person who is in charge of their Instagram, they need a raise because they clap back. They put those people back in line. I was living for their responses. So someone said, "This is straight up hurting your brand." Gymshark replied, "Looks like you're the one who's hurt by a picture of a beautiful woman." Someone said, "All that motivation, I lost it in a second. It's gone." They replied, "If you're pinning your own personal motivation on someone else, that sounds like an excuse to me, buddy." Like, something that did kind of bother me, I saw so many guys commenting on why don't you represent any males who look similar to this? And like there were so many, and it's like, oh my goodness, we have this one picture of this woman and now you want to complain that where are the guys who look like that? Like, can you hold on, like just wait. Be calm, let the woman have her time. But Gymshark was nice to those kind of comments, and they just kept saying like, keep watching, we're working on this, like keep on following us, like you'll see this. Somebody commented, "LMAO, what? Your whole brand is revolved around being healthy and fit." And they responded, "Which is exactly why this post is here." And I wanted to talk about that more because there is such an idea that you have to be a specific size, you have to look a certain way in order to be healthy and fit, and that is not the case. When we look at the data, when we look at the research, it's more about the actions. You can be at a healthy weight, you can be at a healthy body fat percentage and still have high blood pressure, you can still have high cholesterol, you can still have a lot of metabolic diseases, you can still have a lot of health issues. We can't look at somebody's body and see if they're healthy or not. We can't look and determine what their blood sugar levels are, what their A1C is, which is a representative over the last 3 months of their blood glucose levels. So we always talk about the definition of health, that physical, mental, social well-being. I add in that emotional well-being because that is what healthy is. And so if we're just so focused on that physical piece and you're not even talking about those other sides of health, then that does not mean that you're healthy. And the same thing with being fit. Like, what does fit mean? This person, this model is clearly talking about the strength piece. She works out, like she is doing things that are taking care of her health, that whole health piece. Somebody said, "Promoting unhealthy lifestyles to confirm with political correctness and thus increase revenue." What? Wait. Promoting unhealthy lifestyles to confirm with political correctness and thus increase revenue and likes by keeping the delusional population delusional. Okay, so first off, unhealthy lifestyles to conform, maybe with political correctness, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. And then by keeping the delusion population delusional. When we look at the research about what makes somebody unhealthy, what is an unhealthy lifestyle, it is the actions that they're doing on a consistent basis. If you are at a higher weight and you're getting in lots of nutrient-dense foods, if you're moving your body well, if you're getting good amount of sleep, if you're having that good stress management, you can have a healthy lifestyle. And this is kind of a side note, but whenever somebody starts complaining about political correctness, I can understand some of it, but at the same time, as a society, we should want to learn more. Most people would recognize that how we approached health and overall medicine 100 years ago, we have learned so much from them. We don't want to go back in time to that place. We want to look at what we're doing and do better. Maya Angelou said it best: know better, do better. Just so many times when I hear people complaining about political correctness, and this is, you might not agree with me, that's okay, but a lot of times when I hear people complaining about political correctness, I'm like, we have more information now. It's not that we're trying to like be annoying or anything, or just like have more rules or anything. It's just we're learning more about things, and as a human population, we are continuing to grow. Know better, do better. And so when you're talking about that health piece, a while back, we just equated this kind of higher body weight unhealthy, when now with more evidence, with more data, with more research, we know of the actions are so much of that piece. Someone said, this is straight up hurting your brand. And they replied, looks like you're the only one who's hurt, by a picture of a beautiful woman. I love their responses so much. Someone said, thanks for demotivating me. And they responded with, depending on us for motivation, sounds like an excuse to us. Absolutely. If you are dependent on a clothing brand Instagram account for motivating you, then you're doing something wrong. I don't see how seeing a picture of somebody else who you've never met, like you have no relation to that person, that is demotivating to you. Like, Gymshark was not shy. Some people put the vomit emoji and they were like, you know where the unfollow button is. Someone said, this is not a fit body. And Gymshark replied, there's not just one fit body. Someone else said, is this not a fitness page? They responded with, yeah. Fitness looks different for everyone. Someone said, LOL CMF. What does CMF stand for? Oh, it means crazy MF. LOL CMF, Gymshark is doing this just so they can get no hate from that feminist group. That feminist group. I don't know which feminist group they're specifically talking about, but they responded with, LOL no, we're doing this because we are passionate about showing all kinds of people at all stages of their fitness journey. Now, I did want to say that this might, yes, this technically you could say anything is a stage, but she might not be working on changing her body, and I don't think she needs to. I think just focusing on that health piece, that physical, mental, social, and emotional well-being, if you're doing that, you're going to be at a place that is perfect for you. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to make that side note, but their response overall, like, yeah, absolutely. They're not doing this for a feminist group. And after all of those hate comments that were on there, someone said, looks like this post went well, didn't it? Like, being sarcastic, and they were like, perfectly, actually, which it's funny because I hope that person is looked at it now because it actually did go down really well. Someone said, beyond done with Gymshark. They responded with beyond done with, and they added them. I died when I saw that. That is hilarious. And this person, again, they need a raise. Someone said, you can't normalize this. Sorry. Which one? Majority of people do fall in that kind of range. And so to say that you can't normalize this when most people, like, the normal is not being that like original idea of what a fitness model looks like. Like, that is not normal. But you're saying that we can't normalize this. Like, someone said, it's sad to see that a health company is promoting unhealthy habits, which, again, you can't look at somebody and say that their habits are unhealthy. In the same way, you can't look at somebody who has washboard abs and say that they are healthy. Somebody who has a very lean body, somebody who has muscles that are protruding in all different areas, that does not mean that they're healthy. Like, I am sorry. Look at the science, look at the data. That does not equate to healthy blood lipid panels. It does not equate to a very healthy blood pressure. It just doesn't. So this person is not really educated in that piece. That is okay. Gymshark is educating them. They said, it's sad to see that you can't recognize that healthy looks different on everyone, which it is so sad. This person was really gross. They said, wow, I just threw up in my mouth. And Gymshark said, that's how we felt reading this comment. So I just wanted to share some of those because I was getting upset at reading those people's comments, but I had a little bit of faith restored by Gymshark and their responses. I thought they were on point. I thought they were hilarious. I thought they were necessary, and I loved them. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Nellie London, who is the model, and I'm going to link her Instagram down below. She does fashion and normal stuff, lingerie, and eating disorder recovery. And so I wanted to mention that because I think that is really important to know kind of what is going on, and the fact that so many people were just calling her unhealthy, and people were being mean about her body and saying that she needs to do all these things to be healthier when they don't know anything about her history, and she is in eating disorder recovery. And to follow the advice of some of those people commenting would actually be very detrimental to her health. So yeah, the model, Nellie, she is an eating disorder survivor. She routinely talks about her struggles of trying to get this ideal body and the toll that that took on her mental health. It was one thing to read the comments of people saying that they were just like disgusted or demotivated, but it was also another thing, and I think it was almost even worse, to see people commenting about how they can help her lose weight and how they can help her to get healthier. And that was the part where, like, yeah, those other people were disgusting and saying that they were disgusted and leaving those kind of comments, but the people who were just saying like, I can help you lose weight, I can help you be healthier, that is the problem, because they don't know her history. If they are saying that they can help her to become healthier and to lose weight, they have some kind of, like, they consider themselves a coach in some way, like if they are offering to help her with that. And that is the part that I find really disturbing, because if they're doing this on this giant Instagram and for a model who's probably not going to read their comments, then where else are they leaving those kind of comments? If they comment something similar on another account where it's not receiving as much engagement, it's not that big of an account, and that person does have an eating disorder or they're an eating disorder survivor, and that person is telling them like, hey, I can help you lose weight, I can help you be healthier. And if that person who is in that recovery phase, if they're having a rough day or rough time, they might take them up on their offer when that person really should not be helping them to lose weight, and they're honestly not helping them to get healthier. And it's just another problem. I kind of mentioned this in my previous video about dieting scams and just what to be aware of, and that talk of losing weight and getting healthier, that doesn't always equate to health. So that was it. Those are my thoughts. I just kind of wanted to chat with you. Those are my thoughts on the whole situation. Overall, I feel like it was a win. It was a positive, because as of right now, they have so much love and support on that post, and Nellie London has also received a lot of love and support. Those people who were leaving all of those nasty comments did not win, which is a huge win for overall health. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you're notified when I upload a new video. I know in my previous video, the dieting scams video, I mentioned how my next video would be about some memes, pictures, things that relate to that video, kind of showing more examples of kind of scammy nutrition things. And this one, I just needed to talk about it because it was happening right now, and I wanted to just talk and share my thoughts on it. But I'm still doing that, so if you have something to share, if you would like to share, either send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email at callingoutbodyshame@gmail.com. That's it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.